Hello friends, this is Akshay and welcome to you all on this channel of Career Edge. So this is the overview and the answers of the Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate, and we are analyzing the course 2, that is ask questions to make data driven decision. And in this course I already reviewed and shared answers of the week 1, and now I am on the week 2, and here we are going to start the firstly overview portion, and after overviewing we are going to solve weekly challenge of the week 2. So be with me till the last. So here in this, firstly there is about the something knowledge about data driven decisions, which we already know that any decision which is taking with the facts, we are going through the facts and then we take any decisions, and the data driven decision mainly works in business. In starting they share some experience, some examples of many times data doesn't give you a picture which is always true, means you need to go through many aspects. Also there are different type of examples are there, just like the failure of Coke launch, which is by Coca-Cola. Next is Mars orbiter loss, which is lost because of two space agencies collaborating in any specific mission, and they are using different type of tools, and because of that they are well known with all a type of data, but they only choose different type of tools for analyzing. That's why this Mars mission is failed in 1999, and the space agency are just like NASA's and also European Space Agency. So here these are the examples which you can see that always data doesn't give you a better result. You need to go through many aspects. If you are data analyst, then you are going to learn about different type of aspects which you need to include in your process of data analytics also. So here this is the first some examples. Next is they show you about quantitative and qualitative data. What is quantitative and what's qualitative data? Quantitative data is the raw data, means you directly get some numerical values, and qualitative data means the words which specify their features, just like good, bad. This type of data is called qualitative data, and quantitative data 1, 2, 3, this is the called quantitative data. Next thing is we already know about smart questions and all the things which already I explained in the first overview of this course 2. And next thing we are going to, so here we are also going to learn about the reports and dashboard, and this is very good. This is very important because there is also questions about this dashboard in the course challenge of the week 2. So what is in the report? Report are means the reports are prepared with the historical data, and they have more accurate information, but the dashboards are more interactive. They are live data, and any stakeholder prefer dashboard if they analyzing if they watching your data. So here there are different many difference between dashboard and also the report also. So here I am going to give you all the examples of reports and dashboards, so you doesn't have any confusion with that. So here we will talk about two data presentation tools, report and dashboard. A report is a static collection of data given to stakeholders periodically. Next is what is dashboard? A dashboard, on the other hand, monitor live incoming data. Let's talk about reports first. So reports are great for giving snapshots of high level historical data for an organization. So what are the let's see the pros and cons of reports. So the pros of reports are high level historical data are there, easy to design, and also pre-cleaned and sorted data is available in the reports. So what is the cons about reports? Continual maintenance is not there, less visually appealing, it is not so interactive, and next thing is it is static, means it is not dynamic, it's not changing. So next thing is dashboard. Dashboard, what are the pros and cons of dashboard? Let me see. I already defined what is dashboard. If the pros of dashboards are dynamic, it is a dynamic, automatic, and interactive. More stakeholder access, here stakeholder get more access, and also there is low maintenance in the dashboards. Next is what are the cons of dashboards? Labor intensive design, can be confusing, and also potentially unclean data, because this is a live data, so you doesn't have a time to clean this data and analyze any data. So these are the things which you going to learn about here. Next thing we are going to learn here is, so here we are also going to learn about pivot table. What is pivot table is? It is a data summarization tool that is used in data processing. Pivot tables are used to summarize, sort, reorganize, group, count, total, or average data stored in data. It allows its users to transform columns into rows and rows into columns. So this is called pivot table, and there is a question in the weekly challenge about the pivot tables also. Next thing is, the next thing you got to learn here is metric. What is metric? It is a single quantifiable type of data that can be used to measurement. Data doesn't mean much unless we use a specific metric to organize it. So these are called metric. Next thing is ROI. If you know about ROI, what is ROI? Is return of investment. So what is this? Is it is essentially a formula designed using metrics and lets a business know how well an investment is doing. The ROI is made up of two metrics. The first is profit, the net profit, and over a period of time and at the cost of investment. So two things we are needed: the profit and also the cost. So there is also a question about this in the weekly challenge of week 2. And next thing is at the last you are going to learn about big data and small data, and so here you are going to learn about small things about the big data. So what is this? Firstly, I am going to describe about small data, and after that big data. What is in the small data? Small data is specific, short time period, and day-to-day decisions. So this is called small data. What is big data? Large and less specific, long time period, and big decisions are going to take by going through the big data. So this is called these are the difference between big data and small data. Now we are going to solve the weekly challenge of the week 2, and what are the questions in the weekly challenge included, and what are the answers we are going to see in this video. So here the first question is, in data analytics, a pattern is defined as a process or a set of rules to be followed for a specific task. So this is a correct or wrong statement. You need to this is a true false question in my side. What is in the your I doesn't know means if you got any type of multiple choice question also, then you just learn about this statement and you solve that question also. In data analytics, an algorithm is defined as a process or set of rules to be followed for a specific task. So here in my set, this is a false statement. And next thing is, fill in the blank. If data analyst is measuring qualities and characteristics, they are considering which type of data? I already defined that a data analyst is measuring qualities and characteristics. They are considering a qualitative data. So here the correct option is qualitative. Next thing is third question is, in data analytics dashboards monitor that is continuous source of incoming information. Which of the following terms describe this type of data? So this is live data, means live you got any data, so only you need to choose live data is a continuous source of incoming information. Next thing is the fourth question, a pivot table is a data summarization tool used in data processing. Which of the following tasks can pivot table perform? So I already explain about pivot table and already mentioned that there is a question in weekly challenge about the pivot table, and here is the question. Different type of multiple option is correct here, and pivot tables are used to reorganize, group, and calculate totals from data. So group data, reorganize data, and calculate total forms of data is correct here. Next is fifth question, a metric is a single quantifiable type of data that can be used for what task? So I already talk about metric in this video, and here the correct metric is a single quantifiable type of data used when setting and evaluating goals. So the correct answer is setting and evaluating goal. If you got multiple choice question, if you got options, then you just choose setting and evaluating goals. Next thing is sixth question, which of the following options describe the metric goal? Select all that apply. So here this is a multiple choose question, and the two options are correct. First, a metric goal is a measurable goal set by company that is evaluated using metrics. So the two options which are correct is measurable and also evaluated using metrics. So next question is the seventh question, fill in the blank. Return of investment, I already talked about ROI, compares the dash of an investment to the net profit gained from the investment. So I already talked about the ROI, that it compares two data's cost and the profit. So here profit is already given, then here the correct option is cost, and you need to choose only cost. Next is the last question, that is the eighth question, and here it is fill in the blanks type question. A data analyst is using data to address a large scale problem. This type of analysis would most likely to require, and there is a gap, and you need to choose the correct answers. So a data analyst using data to address large scale problem would most likely to require big data. I already talked about big data and small data in the last portion of my overview of this video, and here it is about the big data. So in big data, a data analyst using data to address large scale problem would most likely to require big data that reflects change over time. So the correct answers are data that reflects change over time and also big data. So these are the all correct answers of the weekly challenge 2, and we are this is the whole about the weekly challenge week 2 overview and the answers of weekly challenge. We are going to meet in the next video where I am going to analyze the week 3 of this course, that is called Ask Questions, Make Data Decisions, and we are going to complete all the portions of this Google Data Analytics Professional Certificate. So if you want this type of overviews and answers in the future, so you need to subscribe my channel, share this video, and also like this video. So that's much in this video. Thanks for watching, and meet in the next video with the next overview and the answers. Thanks for watching.